In section 8.6, we talk changes in dimensions focusing on volume. Now, we've learned in chapter 8 the volume of a cylinder, volume of a sphere, and volume of a cone. And now what we're going to do is take those volumes and figure out what the volume would be for a similar figure. So if you look at question number 1, it says the volume of a candle is 8 cubic inches. What is the volume of a similar candle that is larger by a scale factor of 1.5? Now, the formula that we learned in class is that the volume of the new shape is equal to the volume of the old shape times the scale factor raised to the third power. So what you want to do is make sure that you're reading the problem correctly, plug the numbers into their corresponding places in the formula, and then just type that on into your calculator. So we want to find the volume of my new, and so the volume of my new is equal to the volume of my old, which is 8, and I'm going to put that in parentheses just to show that that's multiplication, times my scale factor, which is 1.5, raised to the third power, and it's always going to be raised to the third power because volume is cubed. So we've got parentheses 8, parentheses 1.5. You have to use the caret button to raise it to the third power, and then 3 equals, we've got 27. So 27 cubic inches, you want to make sure that you label, and the label will stay the same even though the size of the shape changed. Okay. Now, let's look at number 4. It's a little bit more, it's a little bit different, and it's a cylinder was enlarged by a scale factor of 4. The new volume is 2,240 cubic units. What is the volume of the original cylinder? Well, if I start writing out my formula, the volume of the new is equal to the volume of the old, in parentheses, times the scale factor to the third power. Now, it tells me my scale factor is 4, and it tells me that my new volume is 2,240 feet. So I will not put that in the old volume location. I will put that in my new volume location, is equal to, I am trying to find the volume of my original, so that's where my x is going to go. And then parentheses, my scale factor is 4 to the third power. Now, this is an equation that you just want to simplify and solve. And so before solving, you want to make sure that you can't simplify anything, and we can. 4 to the third power. So 4 caret 3 is 64. So 2,240 is equal to, I'm going to bring the 64 in front of the variable just because numbers come before letters. Okay. Now this is a one-step equation, so if I need to get rid of that multiplying by 64, I'm going to divide both sides by 64. And I get that x is equal to 2,240 divided by 64, which is 35. And this is volume because we had to find the volume of the original. So this is going to be units